Did you know that all of these gardening supplies came from your local Dollar Tree? Hi, this is Deb from Just Do Something Homestead, and today we're going to learn how to save money on all your gardening supplies at Dollar Tree. I have been buying my gardening supplies from the Dollar Tree for at least a decade, probably more like 2. And the reason is you can get inexpensive items that would cost you significantly more in a regular department store. Sometimes, though, the problem is that one year they have something that is fantastic and you buy a few of those, and the next year they never carry it again. So that has been the downside. I have found some amazing things there in the past, and I haven't seen them since. Let's take a look at some of the deals that I got at the Dollar Tree. One of their amazing deals is on seeds, and instead of selling them for $1 a pack, they're actually 25 cents a pack. Now, I try to avoid buying too many of my vegetable seeds there. I do buy a lot of flowers, but let's talk about what you're going to find if you buy these seeds. The first thing to take note of is the weight, and on these peppers, it is 100 milligrams. Ouch. Let's see how many peppers are in 100 milligrams. 100 milligrams of pepper seeds equals 14 seeds. Did you really save anything? Questionable. And for that very reason, I choose to buy organic heirloom seeds from well-known sources, such as Baker Creek. These, you just don't know what quality you're going to get. I did buy the hot pepper. I wasn't able to find those this year, but as far as other peppers, I have tons of peppers, so I probably will not buy those again. Now, at the bottom, it says our seeds are always 100% non-GMO. No kidding, people. All seeds sold in the United States are non-GMO. I should say all vegetable seeds. So don't let that trick you into thinking, oh, these are better than any other. They're not. Flower seeds, I was able to get some lavender. Now, these packs are a little bit bigger. They're 150 milligrams, and honestly, these seeds are tiny. So for a quarter, probably not a bad deal. Ooh, but look at this pack. This one is 10 grams. Don't be fooled. Let's turn it on over, and it says 12% zinnia. That means 88% junk. So let's put it in a bowl and I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. These seeds are mostly filler. They are not seeds. If you look carefully, there's a seed. There's a couple more. But the vast majority, 88%, is simply filler. And if you're concerned about the environment, you're concerned about what's going in your gardens, what is this filler? We don't know. Oh, look. My zinnia seeds are non-GMO. Great news in case I wanted to eat them. These are cute, but way too small for the extent that I grow things. Lots of different flower bulbs. Most of them are gladiolas. Dollar Tree has a limited amount of bulbs. And this one, I have wanted to grow these at my new house. I simply haven't found them. And for $1, I'll try it. It says 3 bulbs, and so there's 3 there. I know some people have had huge success with Dollar Tree bulbs. Personally, I have not, but I'm willing to give it a try. Watering cans. I never have enough watering cans. I love buying my flower pots at the Dollar Tree. They are inexpensive. There's a big variety, and at this time of the year, I can find the metal ones, and I love these metal pots. I just absolutely love these little planters. They are so awesome to give a gift. After drilling some holes in the bottom, I can use these to put in flowers that I might put into my farm stand. I don't use these to start seeds in. These are special pots that I use for something a little bit nicer. Just don't forget to drill some holes in the bottom of them. And a little trick, if you put this in your sink with hot water, it'll soften up the plastic. Take it off, turn it upside down, and then drill your holes. That will help prevent it from splitting. I heard about these stackable 3-tier planters, but these are really small. I just don't think I have a use for those. I bought one of these plant trolleys last week. I really liked it. It has the wheels on the bottom, so I can just turn the plants that are in my windows so that they get light on both sides. Have you seen these yet? They are called planter trolleys, and it includes wheels on the bottom. So if you have something that is heavy and it's hard for you to pick up and turn, this turns for you. And so I already had purchased one. I put it in my window and I'm already liking it. I can put a plant on there, and if it needs a little more sun, it starts leaning, I just turn it. So these are pretty cool. Gardening gloves, tags, a watering stake. I think I'm going to try one of these, see if it makes a difference in those plants that really like constant water. This is actually a cat litter box, but for $1.25, it is excellent to put my seedlings in. And I take seedlings to the farmer's market, so I can keep a lot of these on hand, and the handles are a little bit stronger than like aluminum pans. And so these are great for putting your plants and your seedlings in little pots in here. And to water it, I can just water the side. And as you see, it doesn't go all the way up. So when I water it, it's not going to drown the plants on the corners. So these are awesome. I really like this. I've gotten these before, and that's a pretty good deal. So these are 6-inch, and there's 6 in this pack. And that just prevents your plants from dripping all over everything. This time of year, I have plants all over my house. And typically I have enough trays. But as we get closer and closer to when I can sell at the farmer's market, I don't have enough trays for everything. So these are just a quick one. They are 6 packs, 6 inches, and it simply prevents your plants from dripping water all over furniture, counters, everything else. Metal hand shovels. You can never have enough of these. Did you know you can actually buy metal tools from Dollar Tree? Now, these things are not going to last 2 seasons, 3 seasons, but you know what? For $1.25, I get my money's worth out of them. And another thing is scoops. This one actually says pet food scoop. I use those when I'm feeding my chickens, when I'm feeding rabbits, but there's a lot of uses. I can never have enough scoops around my house. Now, obviously, fly ribbons are excellent in your barns where you have animals because it collects those flies. But there are many flies in the garden. Hanging this around your garden isn't practical. But wait till you hear this next idea. Once a year, I wrap it around my gardening hat. And then the bugs that are flying at my face get caught on the hat. But, wait! You need some direction. Don't just stick it on your hat with a sticky side or you're going to have a hot mess. What I do is I take adding machine paper. Those are the rolls of long, narrow paper. I stick it onto that. Then I wrap the paper side around my hat and I attach it that way. Always wear a ponytail, ladies, if you have long hair. But other than that, it works excellent. Give it a try. Ooh, plant clips. Now, these look handy. I could use those for my tomatoes. Plant clips. This is a new thing this year at our Dollar Tree. I had not seen these in the past. They come in 2 sizes in each pack. There are 20 in each pack. But this is to attach like your tomatoes to the fence behind it. And so it fits in that space and it attaches to whatever you're using, a stake, a fence, anything. So I'm pretty excited about these. I'm also going to see if it works to attach netting onto my stakes. Oh, nice. Metal brackets for $1.25. Now that's a good deal. This one's not necessarily a garden necessity, but I was excited to see such a thick, strong plant hanger. And these I can put on the sides of my barn. I can put it on my farm stand and put some hanging baskets out. So very cheap for what it is. Did you know that the Dollar Tree actually sells t-shirts, children's, adults, and all different sizes? For me, they make amazing gardening shirts. If I'm going to spend $1 on a t-shirt, I'm not feeling too bad about getting dirt all over it. So I buy my gardening t-shirts at Dollar Tree. The downside to that is you really got to dig through the big bins to find, what type of shirt, what size you are looking for. But for me, I will dig. In the craft department, you can find these wooden popsicle sticks. These are the wide ones, perfect for labeling things in pots. Jackpot, I'm so excited to find these. These are 5-piece mini glass containers. I use these for seed saving. They have these and they have a little bit bigger, but I'm not seeing the bigger ones today. These little craft clamps are pretty strong. I have used them to attach netting over my plants. That way the birds don't get them. Ooh, now this is exciting. Heavy duty 2-piece. This would actually attach to my PVC pipe, so I could put netting over my plants that way. Onto the tools section, and here are some jumbo cable ties, so that's a pretty good deal. Cable ties, there's an endless amount of uses for cable ties. These were extra long. I've used the smaller ones before, but I am trying to think of some wonderful ideas. I know that we got in a bind and we used these to attach our wire to our T-post one time because you just got to use what you have. Twine, you can never have enough twine. I use those to tie plants to objects to hold them up for support. Twine. Painter's tape, I use this on all of the labels I put on my plants. I do not have the fancy cutesy little labels from a label maker. I take these, I write with a marker what it is, and I tape it on the pot, and that's as simple as it gets. It's not a huge one, but again, for $1, that's a pretty good deal. Great for hanging up all your gardening tools. Just find a place in your shed and screw that on, and you can find things so much easier. This is a night light, which is an automatic light sensing. In other words, when it's dark, it comes on. I'm putting these inside my chicken barn. They don't add a lot of light. I don't want lights on 24/7, but it adds enough light that my chicks are not smothering each other in a big old pile. Need to protect your plants from things like squirrels or birds. These are fantastic. You just turn them upside down and put them over your little seedlings. Have you seen these little wire baskets? I'll be honest with you, I had heard about these things about a year ago, but I wasn't able to find them. I hit the jackpot yesterday. These are simply called baskets, and so if you're using this for something like a waste basket, you're obviously going to have to put a liner in it. But for me, I wanted them as seedling protectors. Sometimes when you put your seedlings outside in either your raised beds or into your garden, you have animals that want to either dig them up, such as cats who are using your garden as a litter box, or squirrels who are just going to drag it on off. So what you do is you take these baskets and you protect your small plants. And it's as simple as that. And then just put a rock or something up on top so it doesn't blow off. That will protect them for a long time until they outgrow them. And by then, many of those predators that are after your garden plants are not going to continue to go after them like your cats. The plants are simply too big. They're not going to damage them. And this Dollar Tree has a lot of different containers. It's just a matter of trying to figure out how you can use them. And here's another bad habit. Dish pans, very inexpensive at Dollar Tree. What a cute container. I'm going to use this to store on my counter to put foods in for my rabbits as I use it. So if I'm peeling an apple, put the apple peel in here. And this exact basket I have used for years to store my potatoes under the counter, carrots, things like that in storage. Aluminum pans are fantastic for starting your seeds on them. This one's a 2-pack. It's shallow, but I put my pots in here and then water from the base. I buy my cheap buckets here. I actually use them to collect rabbit poop, but there's a lot of uses for a garden. They're not real sturdy, but they are inexpensive. Rinse your fresh picked vegetables right in your garden. I saved the best for last. This is my absolute favorite thing that I buy for my garden from the Dollar Tree. It is actually 2 items. It is a strainer and it is their bucket. Both of those are a great deal within themselves, but when you put them together, you have amazing possibilities. First off, it fits like it was meant to be together. I like to harvest right in my garden, so if I'm picking something like lettuce, I will put my lettuce in the top of this in the colander, and then I will run my hose over it. The water is going to go down in the bottom of the bucket. The dirt is going to go on the bottom. When I bring this in the house, I end up with a sink full of dirt. Then I can take that off and pour the water, because it has a pour spout, right back onto my plants. That is amazing. But I also have a second use. I have one of these in my baby barn, and in that baby barn is rabbits. My rabbits like to poop, and I save that because it's one of the best fertilizers you can have in your garden. It's a cold fertilizer, meaning you can use it immediately. You don't have to compost it for a year. But what I do is I scoop it on out. They have trays on their cages. I put it in here, and the urine will drip down in there. I want to keep the pellets. I can bag those up and sell them in my farm stand. I can sprinkle them around plants, but this is the awesome way to separate it. And there you have it, several dozen ways to save money for your gardening needs at the Dollar Tree. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and share, and have a blessed day. Bye-bye.